Norge90.
And I'm Cutie88.
And welcome back to One Night Full Circle.
Last we left our heroes, we were stuck in the sewers. Hero. That's interesting. The footsteps.
Yeah.
Like, all of these sound effects are not making it into the recording.
Weird.
I assumed there weren't any. There's supposed to be footsteps. But those drips will not be in the recording either. I bet. Okay, so you need to tooth. That won't work. We have to close the floodgate.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so...
Well, now we know. Oh, there's stuff in here. That's right, you had items in here that you said, I'm not gonna pick these up in case they're important and I forget.
I forgot! Surprise! Hey, look, Naga uses glass vial. There's water over here.
Woohoo! Alright, now you gotta go to the machine thingy and put the water sample in.
What machine thingy?
Not the main, in the main room. There's a machine thingy.
Down here. Is the machine in here?
Yes.
Small hole, insert sample. Okay. There's a water sample.
You probably had to be facing it from the front because reasons.
I didn't realize this was the front. Computer checks water sample for contamination. Check water sample. Foreign chemicals are present in the water sample. A message on the screen appears. Please enter the floodgate number for the sample. Daggone it. I don't know.
I don't know.
So are we looking at 202?
Maybe. The game is confusing!
202. Thank you.
It's a lot of
So
floodgates.
really there should be 4 digits because, you know,
Yeah.
that should be 0202. Hey, what's up, guy? See ya. Oh, why are there so many things now?
The floodgates are down now.
Oh, of course. I like how neither of them paths into... Okay, what is the purpose of this room?
Don't know.
Well, we figured out the purpose. Wow, that was rather tense, don't you think? Glad to see you're safe. The hospital was a complete blank. I searched for Tiffany's name on the register, and I combed the rooms for clues as well. Nothing. How are you doing? Not much better than you at the moment. Nothing of interest for me at the hospital either. Did Tara tell you I'm gone on the university? Tara? Was she supposed to be waiting for me? I didn't see anyone as I was leaving the hospital.
Tara's a shadow person, I know it.
I decided to go to the university myself because it seemed like the next logical place to search. I had no idea you'd even made it to the hospital yet. I'm happy to see you're still among the living, though. So you met Tara in the hospital, did you? Has she had any luck finding her brother? No more than we've had. She's convinced he'll turn up soon, though. She did have some interesting insight about the situation we're in, though. And? Have you been reading anything about the technology they were supposed to be demonstrating? Apparently it was a time travel device, and the reason things are the way they are now is because someone created a time crash. A time crash? What could they have possibly done to cause such a thing? Tara said that they must have gone back in time and tried to change something. It seems to be connected to the incident you survived 7 years ago as well. Those monsters, they're similar for one. From the merge? But who wouldn't want to change how that happened? How could they possibly want to change? Who would want? Everyone on that base died except me. I suppose it does make sense though. The monsters I fought were facility employees who were killed and changed into monsters during the merge. If I hadn't stopped it all, it's not a stretch to suggest that they would have mutated even further. But that's what's strange. You didn't stop the merge before that could happen. The monsters here should not have a chance to change yet. What if I never stopped the merge? What do you mean? You think that's what they wanted to change? They went back in time to create an alternate timeline where it never stopped the merge. Somehow, something went wrong when they did it, though, and the machine created a second merge, which pulled that alternate world through into this one, suddenly filling the town with monsters. But why would anyone want to stop me closing the merge? Perhaps the same people who tried to destroy the Marconi facility back then are behind this event too. They went back to make sure the incident they engineered played out as they originally meant it to. But what's it for? And even so, it still doesn't explain what those shadow people have to do with this. But anyway, a world where the merge went on forever without me running around fighting the monsters, this means Tiffany really could be alive. If I was never there to lead her to her death, But even if she wasn't killed when you were with her, if the merge never closed, wouldn't she have just been killed later anyway? How could she survive 7 years in there? She could have become a monster herself. Besides, it doesn't account for the letter you received or what happened to Alyssa. Alyssa was never part of the merge in the first place. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually, won't we? I have a feeling that everything will be revealed very soon. We can't have come all this way for nothing. Alright. Whatever. Glad we looked up there.
It says Stillwater.
University.
What's the university?
This is where it all began. Kind of gives you the chills, doesn't it? You can say that again. How did a small town campus like this manage to cause destruction on this scale? Because of the data the government gathered from the Marconi facility incident, the technology required to conduct quantum experiments became quite commonplace. This university's research was funded by the mining outfit here in Stillwater, so it had a head start in the research race, but to think that so many people would die as a result. So where do you think we should look first? Despite it all, this is a pretty big campus. I'm not sure exactly where the accident occurred, so we should split up and explore separately. Let's split up, gang, and search for clues! Sounds good to me. Where shall we...
The monsters! Sorry.
You go in through the main entrance. I'll go around the back and see if there's another way in. That okay?
Zoink.
Sure. Yeah, I made the reference already. You're good. Jeez. Well, this place will be infested with monsters, but I should be fine. I had experience with places like this before, remember? If you find anything, just stay put and wait for me. Eventually come and meet you, and we can search Ground Zero together. Be careful. Yes. Okay. Bye. Enjoy your death. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way too. Oh, no. You gotta go this way. Fantastic lighting. Just in the middle of the screen where I don't need it. Oh, let me just walk on you and not be able to talk to you or see that you're dead or anything. It's a list of teachers' email addresses. I don't need to know any of them.
No, I'd imagine they probably don't work anymore.
Guy looks like a scarecrow. Notices about student clubs, class times, and assignment dates. Nothing relevant to the situation at hand. I can't comment at all on their deaths. That was fast. Excuse me, sir, are you okay? Well, that is the question, isn't it? Now that you're here, I think we'll be all okay very soon. Who are you? Have you been here this whole time, ever since the accident? I haven't felt the need to go anywhere else. This university is my home, after all. I'm John Faraday. I was the dean here. The experiment was supposed to usher in a golden age for us, yet... The experiment? Do you know what happened here? Of course, I'm the one who planned it out from the very beginning. If that man hadn't turned up when he did, none of this would have happened. What man? You mean Colt? You of all people should know what I'm talking about. It astounds me that after all that you went through, you're on his side now. He really did a number on us, didn't he? You must be mistaking me for someone else. I've only just met Colt. I didn't even know him. I'm just looking for my sister Alyssa. I thought she'd be here at the university, but your sister... Ah, yes, that's right. I remember now. You received a letter telling you to come here, didn't you? Yes. Do you know anything? Is Alyssa still here? Take this key and go to the laboratory where the accident occurred. You'll find the answers you seek there. You're given the fire pin. How is the fire pin a key? What's waiting for me in the laboratory? Will Alyssa be there? Tell me. You'll find out soon enough. I've got nothing else to say. Leave me to my thoughts. Staring intently into the fire. He seems to be ignoring me. No way. Found Faraday's notes. Ah, he won't mind.
More stuff to read.
Steal your crap. There's not long to go now. If all goes well tomorrow, we'll have erased Colt from the timeline, and the power of the merge will be ours at last. If we can tap into the alternate timeline that will be created, we'll finally have the power that we've been denied ever since that catastrophe in the mansion. It's been a long time coming. I only hope that the one we choose to go back after him is confident enough. And that was probably me.
Oh, are you a shadow creature? That would be an
first aid
interesting
kit.
twist.
I just forget.
Yeah.
And professor's
note. Been one all along.
On the Dean's insistence, I had a new high-tech security lock installed in the physics laboratory in light of the recent breakthroughs. Those who want to get inside now will need to present all 4 keys to gain entry. I decided to be a bit whimsical and had the keys patterned after elemental symbols. Each of the cleared grad students should have their own set of keys by now, but I decided to have an extra set made for emergencies. Give one of them the spare keys to the Dean and the others I hid around campus. Put one in that old unused cupboard in the chemistry room. Poison gas is released if anyone removes the key. I hid the 3rd key in the arts department.
Gas mask.
There's a clever mechanism in the student gallery that's rigged to open with a code derived from the numbers on the artwork. Put the final key inside the hidden compartment behind the clock in the main lecture hall. I will open upon completion of the logical puzzle. I think I've outdone myself this time. I told the Dean my love of video games would come in handy for keeping the keys hidden. Yeah, that's one way to not break the 4th wall, I guess. Should I?
Alright, so here you go, the chemistry lab.
Found a bottle of painkillers. Found clock key. Oh, that's great. Okay, the chemistry lab was the place where the poison gas was.
So we need,
Door's jammed. There's an awful stench wafting from the other side. Okay, see ya.
need a gas mask or something first.
Something. Hey, what's up? Okay, killed it. I'll just go heal up. Random papers scattered around, none look useful. I saw those as I was running to the base, and I thought, nah, I should probably check that out.
You go check any of those doors up there?
I regret checking this one. Earth
That's
pen.
a creepy one.
Pin some sort of mechanism. Earth pen, cupboard. No, not that one. Leave that one. This chemistry lab is poison attached to that one. Leave that one. Ammunition. Oh, good. I can re-equip it. Handgun.
Student's briefcase.
Sad. It would have been weird if it worked though. So I probably need the number to get into that student's briefcase, get the gas mask in order to be able to open the cupboard.
Yeah.
But for now, let's just leave that.
Really creepy room.
I know, right? Door went open. It seems to be able to shut. The place is computer sciences. Okay. Turn on. Hard drive must be damaged. Oh yeah, I got the clock key. Should I check this out?
Sure.
Hold on, what's in here? Faraday's notes number 2. Let's check out Faraday's notes number 2. Well, that clock ticking really needs to be in the menu.
Apparently.
Dang it all! We didn't plan for Cold of this world to turn up. How did he know to come here? Does he know we're the ones who funded the last merge as well? The idiot came back in time to stop Tom from killing the Cold of the alternate timeline, and now all hell's broken loose. We should have taken steps to prevent 2 versions of Colts appearing in one timeline. Now time itself is warped, and we're stuck with the remnants of the ruined timeline here. There has to be some way to remedy this. Perhaps if we could find Colt and kill him once and for all, we'd be able to end the time crash. But how to draw him back to Stillwater? And what of Tom? It would need to be he who performs the act, but he vanished into the night after the accident, along with Colt. I would need to ponder this. This plan will need to be flawless if it is to succeed.
What's your name?
I don't know.
I bet you're Tom.
Ornate clock. There's some strange mechanism on the faceplate, but I can't get to it because the case is locked. Well, I forgot that I actually have a key. Look, clock key. Here's clock key. Mechanism and verse set into the faceplate. Let's read the verse. A verse is engraved on the face. 3 fallen villains, terrible criminals, all 3. It is decreed that they receive no mercy. Guilty was their plea. Their names exchanged for numbers 6, 10, 12. The punishment was thus: 6 is for the rack, to be stretched to twice of his size. 10 shall be rent in half and bled dry until he dies. 12's crime, the worst of all, and a punishment to match: to be cut into pieces of 6 and hung until the skin is black, and justice is served as last.
Okay then.
What numbers will be entered? Oh, cut into 6 pieces.
12
So
divided by 6.
12 divided by 6 is 2.
So 12 plus 5 is
Plus
17
2
plus 2
is 19.
Okay.
19.
The answer is 19.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're stupid.
Cold pen fell out of the clock. No. As I said, cold isn't an element. It's water.
Or ice.
No, ice isn't even an element. It's water. You got fire, water, wind, and earth. Those are the 4 elements. Cold isn't an element.
Unless you want to go all Pokemon and go grass, ice, and
No.
wind. And...
Did I only have 1 ammo? No.
No, you have 7.
Okay. Get wrecked. Okay. So we know we have to get whatever number it is in the briefcase.
Yes.
Whatever that is. Some kind of puzzle to get the briefcase. And we're smart enough to not open the thing and die. Without the... Oh, more ammunition. Okay, then. It's locked. The keyhole has a gold rim.
We have one of those. East Wing Key.
East Wing Key. Okay, cool. Oh, really? What's this? A statue depicting an important figure in the university's past. I don't have time or interest. Check it out.
To
Alright.
cut it. Because look at how much time we have now.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
What a time.
So,
Oh, it's sad. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Bye-bye!
Is that where you're gonna sleep?
no.